So what's left on here is literally just a custom fiber gel mix that I made. I wanted to kind of keep the strength of the nail, so I filed them down, buffed them, did a little bit of a backfill, and now I'm just going to go in with black. I am working on my non-dominant hand, so it takes me a while. But I'll show you how long it takes me with one nail, and then we'll speed through the rest. Um, I hate getting black polish on my skin, so I really, really try to make sure that that doesn't happen. I think it's one of the worst things to move ever. Oh, excuse me. I did bump the camera a few times. Actually, my son did, but nonetheless, um, after we're done with all of the nails, um, we're actually going to go in with a detail brush and really get those sides, because like I say, getting black gel polish on the skin is horrifying and absolutely annoying. So I have learned kind of how to get the black gel polish as close to the cuticle as possible without touching it. I don't like to do it very much. I'd rather use a detail brush just because this particular black is a one coat black, which is why I'm using it. You do not need a second coat, but it does have a hard time curing if the coat is too thick. So I definitely try to keep it as thin as possible, but we are going over this with a different color, a magnetic polish, so I'm not really looking for it to be super opaque, but it already is, and it's gorgeous. I do love this black. So once I felt like I've done everything I possibly can with the actual bottle brush, now I'm going to go in on the sides with the detail brush. And I do take my time. It looks a lot faster here because it is sped up. But again, this is my non-dominant hand. I am a righty, so it does take a bit of time just to be sure that I'm getting as close to that sidewall as humanly possible without getting any of the black polish on my skin. I did notice a little spot that really needed a bit more TLC, so we're going to get that covered up, and then I'm going to cure this for 120 seconds. So I'm going to go in with this Mitzi Cat Eye Gel in A005. This one's almost empty, but I did purchase two. This is probably one of my favorite cat eyes, uh, just because of the color, the brown, tan, gold. I don't know, it's absolutely beautiful. So first I get some of the polish on the brush that I plan on using, and then I like to go through and really coat the bristles and prime it so it's nice and flowy rather than a stiffer brush. Now I'm doing this like I would normally do like a gel overlay or an extension. I'm literally just doing a slip layer on this one here to get as close to the cuticle as possible. And it looks like I had some glitter in my brush from my last design, but that's okay. It's not going to matter much. So I'm going to do this nice little slip layer, and then I'm going to go in with a nice little bead and actually float my strokes over the nail, so it gives it kind of some bulk for the cat eye to actually work. Of course, I had to get it on my skin, so let's get that off. All right, not bad. So I'm going to take my magnet and I'm just going to run it along the edges and the free wall and the cuticle area until I get my desired effect. And before I move on to the next nail, I am going to flash cure that in place. I'm still learning to work with this stuff. It can be a bit tricky, so it does tend to take me a while. But like I say, I'll show you, normal speed, real time, how I do it on my first nail, and then I'll move along and go ahead and speed it up for you guys throughout the rest of the process. And so I like that. I'm going to flash cure it and get on working with with the rest of them, excuse me. I'm going to do the same thing, create a nice little slip layer, and then, just kind of float it along with the second coat. Again, just a nice little slip layer, and then floating it along with the second coat. Sorry. So I didn't do any cuticle work. They weren't too bad. They were a little dry, but I just cleaned up my little sidewall before I put my base coat over the what was remaining that you saw on the front from my last design. Um, so forgive my crusty cuticles. And it does usually take me a bit of time to actually get the design I wanted. Now I noticed I had quite a big bump on the pinky, like I didn't flesh out or spread out the black polish enough, which I didn't, which is fine, but I just wanted to make sure that it cured fully through, and it did. So now we're just going to put on this nice coat, and then I had thought about doing some stamping, but I'm really still practicing on my stamping, and a lot of the stamps that I do have, either it's the stamp or the stamper, um, or both, but they're just not picking up the design. They're not working like I wanted them to work. So once those have cured with the cat eye polish, I'm just going to clean them off, clean up that little sticky layer. Um, and I edited the part where I tried stamping. You guys didn't need to see that total fail. So I grabbed my sticker and stamping plate book, and I'm going through. In retrospect, I do wish I had done black designs or black flowers, but I saw the white and I thought, you know what? Let's just go for it. Maybe it'll give it a nice sort of detail. And it did. They came out nice. They came out fine. They're going to last, and I'm going to leave them alone. But I do wish I had done black. So now I just grab my stickers, and you can see here, this is where I was going to do the stamping. So I just decided, you know what, let me just remove this. I no longer need it. Just latex in a bottle. But I'm going to grab the stickers that I want and lay those flat on the nail and kind of, force those in. Um, this was not the planned design, should I say. So I was a little stuck and not knowing what to do, but we figured it out, and like I say, it did turn out to be a nice, cute, simple set. So, like I say, I take the back of the tweezers, the front of the tweezers, and I just make sure to lay them all flat to the nail before I top coat. I'm also careful not to actually scratch the design, but I do want to make sure they're on there secure before I get my top coat in. Now, I wanted to place these little leaves or sprouts in a way that it would make it look like the stem of the actual flower, which you can see on this finger here. So once I did that, I liked it and decided to go ahead and remove this one and replace it with a new one to do kind of the same thing, just to make it more cohesive and look a little bit better. There we go. And the last one, I just want to do a nice little tie-in design with the same kind of flowers on the other nails and just kind of flatten that on there. And then we're going to get to top coating. And when I top coat stickers, I tend to do it a little thick. So I'm going to use this Uno top coat. It's quite a rubber top coat and really nicely thick, as you can see. So once I get it down there, it's gonna lay nice. And this is where I actually cap my edges. I don't ever cap my nails in black. I just, it's not my thing, I guess. So yeah, I like to do a nice thick layer, make sure it's covering from sidewall to sidewall and the whole cuticle. And then of course go through and cap my edge. If it's got any, demarcation or anything, I'll go ahead and actually add some more top coat, but that's looking pretty good. So just get that capped really well. I like this because it helps my nails, my natural nails. These are my natural nails other than the fiber gel overlay and the polish. But it does help my nails not get wet when I'm doing dishes or washing my hair, and it helps the product last longer. All right, so that seems to work. Now I'm going to go through and just do the same thing in a nice thick layer over all of the nails, just to make sure the stickers are wholly covered. And that'll pretty much be the end of our design. So let me know what you think in the comments. What you would have changed. Like I say, I am kind of new to this game, so there are some design ideas that I completely fail, but like I say, these are cute. I'm gonna leave them be for now. There's no reason for me to change them. They're already on, and I don't go anywhere. So we're just gonna go ahead and get these top coated and check out the last reveal or the photo that I took, and hopefully we'll see you all in the next one. I'm hoping some more products that I ordered are going to start coming in so we can do some more hauls. This one will be from AliExpress. So let's take a look at the final results. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see y'all in the next one.